Hi, I wanted to share from the Deserve to Win podcast, episode 23, something I found very powerful and wanted to highlight. It's the shock and frustration Puja expressed from being kicked off the MEF panel, and also the frustration at the lack of support from the industry. Puja stood up to the abuse she received, as you'll see at the end of this clip. It's a truly amazing first in the mobile industry. It's on all of us to express our support to Puja, to the girl dads in the industry, to the MEF board members and its new chairman, to the leaders across the messaging industry. Please express your support to Puja directly and publicly for standing up for herself. I hope that this event will drive culture change in the male-dominated mobile messaging industry.
I am Queenie. I have not been kicked off of the Troutman Amin panel, thankfully. I am a partner at Troutman Amin.
Ah, man, barely. You're barely hanging on right now, Queenie. You better watch it. And who do I have to my left?
Hi guys, my name is Brittany. I am also known as the Baroness of the TCPA world and an attorney at Troutman Amin.
And to my right?
I am Tori Guidry. I am the Dame of TCPA World and an associate attorney at Troutman Amin.
Puja, why don't you weigh in here for a second? I've just been yapping. I apologize.
No, I mean, I think you share my frustrations. I've been continuously processing it. And really what has shocked me the most, understanding that men treat women differently, especially when you're in a higher position, has been something common throughout my entire career. And first of all, happy International Women's Month, ladies. Oh, yeah. And the frustration to me was, even after you have earned credibility in the industry as a professional, right? You've given the years, you've given the experience, and then you're like, okay, I made it, right? It took me this long to make it, and just like a man could have made it in 3 years, I made it in 10 years, and then it happens again. And I never believed in these days, right? Happy Son's Day, Happy Daughter's Day, Happy International Women's Day. It's nice to have, but it's not something that I have ever held credibility to, because why, right? What is the need for it? And just this month, or the last few days, I recognized the reason why these days exist, because it's to bring awareness for women who felt like they were discriminated, whether it's by men or whether it's folks that are minorities or whatever the case is. And it's frustrating because these days exist because women are being treated discriminatorily, and they're sick of it and they want to speak up. But then what frustrates me even more is that the women who don't speak up, they will post about Happy Women's Day, they will support you and have these women organizations, but I haven't received a single text message from some of the women in the industry that I'm the closest to.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
And it's so disappointing. And if you know who I'm talking about, I hope you're listening. And it's frustrating. And to me, that is what's frustrating me more. Men have silenced women so badly that the women can no longer even speak up to the women that they look up to, that they go to, and that they respect in the industry secretly, but they won't speak about it publicly.
Well, they're afraid to say anything because, well, what if they're wrong? What if people judge them? What if
they lose their job over it, right?
Which is something.
And I'm sensitive to that fear. I am fortunate that I'm in a position where I no longer fear big law. I no longer fear losing clients because of something I said when it's non-work related. I no longer fear my employees speaking up when they need to speak up, right? I encourage it. So I understand, the sensitivity around other women who are fearful of saying anything, to the extent that it's going to banish them from the industry, or it's going to cause them to lose their job. There are so many women in that position, and I think that's just what frustrates me even more.
We stand with Puja! Stop excluding women! We stand with Puja! Stop excluding women! We stand with Puja! Stop excluding women! We stand with Puja! Women! We stand with Puja!